Welcome to this week's Monday Minutes. My name is Kelly.
And my name is Jessie. This week, we are going to talk to you about some batch item modifications that you're going to see in the new release for 2305 when your system is upgraded.
This is so exciting. However, Jessie, if you remember when we were together at Koha US, there was this fantastic presentation by Madge. Do you remember?
Yes, I
And
do.
she talked about this fantastic workaround in returning things through the inventory tool. So unfortunately for Madge, or fortunately for Madge, she now can use the batch item modification tool to check things in. But a shout out to Madge's presentation because it rocked the house.
And everyone was just like giggling and happy as could be.
Exactly. So one of the things that we do want to show is that using the batch item modification tool, you can check items in, as well as you're going to get a list of those items that were modified in your background jobs option.
Beautiful.
A couple things, Jessie, come into play with checking in items through the batch item modification tool. I'm just going to pull up two system preferences to consider when you're using this tool. So you do have a block of withdrawn item system preference. So if actually have two, if you block returning items that are set to lost, then this tool won't check them in because you're blocking that. And that same works for your withdrawn. So if you have block return of withdrawn items set to block, if that item is withdrawn, it's not going to check it in, which is what you're asking the tool to do.
Okay.
The other one that comes into play is mark lost items as returned. So this is a system preference that has a lot of functionality within how things are, how things work when things are marked lost. And the one thing, if you do want this tool to check things in, you do need to have that from batch item modification tool set to yes.
Beautiful.
Okay. So let's go ahead and pop over to our cataloging module and use that batch item modification tool. Then, of course, you can use a barcode file, scan barcodes in, whatever you want, however you use this process.
I do want to say, notice how we went directly to cataloging and we didn't go to tools first. We're getting used to it.
I practiced that. I'm just going to say practice. So all this looks exactly the same. Here's the items that we're looking to batch modify. Here's our edit item status. But then at the bottom, you do have this option. I'm going to make it a little bigger that allows you to check in these items. So if you say yes, then you are making modifications or just truly checking them in. And awesome. This feature is really not to do anything but to remove the check-in. So it's not going to mess with your lost statuses. It's truly going to disengage that checkout to that patron.
Beautiful.
Once I go ahead and hit run or save, I get this nice little screen. And this is where the second feature comes into play that we want to talk about is we can say view that detailed of that in-queued job. I only had one thing that was checked in because I had a couple withdrawn items in there just to have fun. However, this is also fantastic.
This is fantastic because before we just saw like the status and the start and end date, the type, the progress, but we didn't see all the details. So now you can actually see what's been changed.
And export it out. So if you did need to make a list or because you made a display or whatever, think of that like, I know this is going to change a lot of people's life workflows. It's going to make it a lot easier. So you do get that screenshot as well as the ability to export it when using the batch item modification.
Awesome.
Well, happy holidays, Jessie, and have a great week.
Yeah, happy holidays, everyone, and looking forward to a great new year.
Yeah, absolutely. Bye.